Welcome back today. By the way, I am still sick, so my voice not in the best of conditions. So reacting to freaking Ref again, because he actually has to say something about, if I recall correctly, or I heard about it. It's a bit about how the entire game industry, or people, or just, well, not just people, everyone that actually has some kind of presence on the internet just hears out the people they shouldn't hear. Not their fans, just people that don't even use their product and just go around and, well, destroy the product that they had for the people that actually enjoyed it, totally ignore it and F up. And yes, I will agree with the sentiment. Yes, sorry about that. I'm gonna stop talking for a while right now, and then you just enjoy with me the freaking video of Ref and my reaction to it. So until let's just start. Damn.
Hey, what's up guys, Ref here. So over the past couple of years, there's been an increasing level of complaints about fan service in video games. These complaints...
Yeah, by the way, not from the gamers. No, it's from the people that actually don't use the product, because I never complained it. I never complained about too much fan service, and if I actually found or was thinking that a game has too much fan service, and it just, what by the way never happened from the games that I'm playing, I just didn't buy the game. It's as simple as that. But I just recognize that people have different tastes, and some people just like games with that kind of fan service, and those just aren't games for me. They're just not gonna play it. But I'm also not against other people enjoying them. So yeah, that's what it is. Just be happy for other people sometimes, not always, sometimes.
Not coming from gamers, rather they're coming from a loud minority of people from social media platforms like Twitter. Now unfortunately, a lot of game developers, including those from Japan, have been listening more and more to the Twitter users than the actual gamers interested in their products, and that is reflected in their sales, because as they've injected more woke nonsense into their games, their sales have gone down. However, this conversation...
And yes, I just fully agree to that, basically.
Has been re-explored once again with the recent talk about Stellar Blade. We talked about this on the channel, but as more trailers and previews have come out for this game that's coming out in a very short while, we've seen gamers get what they've been asking for, and that is conventionally attractive characters with fan service. That is something a lot of gamers enjoy, and people have been praising Stellar Blade and their developers for delivering just that. Now, I don't know if you guys have had a similar experience to me, but my Twitter timeline over the past...
I just realized something. We're actually so far down the rabbit hole that we are actually thankful for things that are actually, well, just that should be all the time there. Yes, of course, if you do this stuff and won't sell, and now we're just this is what the F.
Last couple of days has been nothing but Tifa from Final Fantasy. Okay, so basically all it took was a spoiler of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where Tifa is in a swimsuit, to basically lead us what feels like a new renaissance in gaming. That's all it took. People are going absolutely rabid for this Tifa design here. All it took was the swimsuit. And here, I'll play a little clip of it. I don't even know if it's translated. It doesn't matter. You'll get the point. Believe me when I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. When this combination of Tifa in a swimsuit has consumed Twitter over the past couple of days. It's all everyone's talking about. It's all over everyone's timelines. And it's really not that surprising. The formula is simple, ladies and gentlemen. All you have to do is take Tifa, a character everyone likes, and then add anime titties. Boom. Success. The formula is so simple, and it was working for so many years until recently, where now game developers are shying away from these things because they want to appease people on Twitter, for example. And it's very strange. Let's get back to the very simple formula. And a lot of people have looked at this situation and said, hey, is this a redemption arc for Square Enix, who a lot of people have had concerns about because of a lot of woke nonsense they've been pursuing with their recent titles? And in fact, only a month ago, we saw this article from Niche Gamer where they reported that Square Enix quietly removed a recruitment page bragging about censorship. Now, we talked about this maybe about a year ago, but this...
I'm gonna say finally. And I doubt that Square Enix will even start to risk Final Fantasy VII Remake. That they're gonna risk anything with it. Because you may be... Well, you may say, well, but you know, the people, the freaking toxic people on Twitter, they will be toxic and if they actually leave it in. But you don't know the degeneracy, the effed up thinking, the freaking pure emerge going out and just the strength of someone that actually likes Final Fantasy VII, that loves those characters. And I'm gonna be honest, I am one of those degenerates. No, I... sorry about that. I probably wouldn't harass anyone, but sure as hell I would think about it. To be honest, hey, just do your best with the Final Fantasy VII stuff, but don't fuck it up. Don't F it up. Just do your best. And I think that the remake was a success in my eyes. It was a really, really nice remake from a beloved video game that was successfully just made in something new. I liked it. But hey, don't go the effed up, eminist, anti everything that's good and pure on this world. Just try to human beings and it will be fine. Nobody will harass you. And if you don't, if you fuck this up, well, I personally don't have any kind of regard, because then even I will go mad. I don't give... just because of some anime titties, as said. Yeah, that's... and it's not just that, of course. It's a lot of things, a lot of themes that I actually quite enjoyed in Final Fantasy. Specifically Final Fantasy VII. It was just beautiful. So don't fuck it up. And don't fuck it up. Because toxicity that awaits if you fuck it up is way worse than a few FNists can actually provide. Let's just say it like that. And I even will say, yeah, because this seems to be the only thing that actually works. This effing fear-mongering is the only thing that works. And I hate it. I despise it. But, well, the world we live in isn't the wish for what I want to live in. I want to live in a world, but it's just not wishful thinking like it should be. Or is. Or isn't. Yeah.
This was a disastrous discovery when people translated this recruitment page where a member of the ethics team over at Square Enix made some very concerning statements talking about the biggest joy of their job being removing and changing things that the developers had made, including changing things to a point where the players would never even know whatever was removed existed in the first place. And when they're talking about things that they want to change, they're referring to things they consider controversial, problematic, and weird, which is a very open-ended concept and way too open for someone on an ethics team to be tinkering with when they're doing their changes for a localization or a public release of a title. However, a lot of people looked at this situation and said, They really lost that much from Forspoken, huh? So they're now starting to scale back some of these recent changes and overall company policies and directions they've been pursuing the last couple of years. And you might be onto something, because nothing will make a company listen more than taking away their money, taking away their profit. And that's what happened with Forspoken. Absolute dumpster fire of a game, in case you weren't aware. This was not only a big blow to the reputation of Square Enix, just because this game underperformed, but it was also a huge blow financially, because as it turns out, this game cost $100 million. Yeah, $100 million for this quality, okay? You kind of get what you deserve in that situation. But of course, with these new hopes, with Square Enix maybe turning a new page, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the real concerns that have not been addressed. And as Scratchpoint here points out, a lot of the ESG-related policies that they're pursuing on their pages have not been removed, unlike the recruitment page where they're bragging about censoring and removing things. This is still right on their front page, talking about all of their community goals and all of their goals to inspire and have as much inclusivity as possible and tell the stories of all kinds of different rich backgrounds in their products, as well as pursuing more diverse routes and representation and equity and all these things, when really people just want a good game. I think that's really all people want, instead of all this very performative nonsense on their page we all know they're doing to impress someone else, not gamers. Gamers just want a good piece of media. That's it. That's how you keep them happy, and I don't know why we're kind of losing the plot here with all these attempts by Square Enix here. But moving forward, I'm going to give the hottest take ever, okay? This is nuclear, ladies and gentlemen. Before you start attacking me in the comments, let me soften the blow with this. Listen very carefully. I think this Tifa swimsuit looks amazing, okay? I think it looks awesome, okay? I'm happy with it. But I believe this is a compromise. The way this swimsuit was designed was a compromise. Because maybe if this was 10 to 15 years ago, this would be a bikini, okay? It's just a different landscape nowadays, and I think adding all of these frills and extra layers to the swimsuit is a compromise by Square Enix. And this is their way of basically having a middle ground between what gamers want and their own whatever thought process and direction they've been heading the last couple of years. But anyways, I kind of...
I would maybe even agree. But it's also a pretty suit. Like, it fits her. It still shows the feminine side of Tifa. She doesn't look like a butch lesbian. She looks like a woman. So yeah, I don't really see a problem with it. Because it's still nice looking. Maybe a bit moderate. Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna agree with that. But conservative, I think it's not moderate. But yeah, I mean, it still looks pretty on her specifically, so still looks hot. Don't care. Honestly.
I forget about all that when I see mini games like this being shared. Some more spoilers where Tifa's doing sit-ups in that swimsuit, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe we are back. But anyways, while a lot of people are praising Final Fantasy, a lot of people are celebrating the downfall of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This is a game we talked about a few weeks ago after it released, and it's been a dumpster fire. As a product itself, I think nothing sums up the experience more than the final scene. Besides a lot of the pandering throughout the game, the final scene really just wraps everything up with a nice bow, and it really just represents a lot of beloved IPs being treated really poorly by this game. In the final scene, Harley Quinn boops Batman on the nose and then 5 seconds later shoots him in the face. And unfortunately, those lines from Batman were the final lines of the now late Kevin Conroy's career, and that was someone who was the voice of Batman, a very beloved voice actor and beloved member of this franchise and any related communities, and that was his final line. Just an unfortunate end to an unfortunate IP and game here, and the proof is in the pudding with how gamers are responding to this. Here we are, only a few weeks later, in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. has less than 1,000 players, which I'm pretty sure that's around the number of hardcore classic WoW right now, even though Season of Discovery is out. That's just to give you an idea of how low that number is for a major release like this. And of course, Warner Bros. Is actually feeling the concerns here. They're feeling the heat because they're losing a lot of money on this one. I think that's no secret, where they have now come out and said that this game has fallen short of their expectations. So the WB has flat out admitted this, that this game was a critical and commercial failure in its attempt to herd its Arkhamverse into a live service game. And as you can see here, here's a quote from the WB CFO Gunnar Weidenfels saying that the game had fallen short of their expectations, and there was no numbers shared, but he said that this game created a tough year for their gaming business, and going forward in comparison to last year's smash hit Hogwarts Legacy, that they're going to have to do things differently. And that's not very surprising. Hogwarts Legacy coming out as the #1 selling game of 2023. And then the next thing is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which was a big-time flop and really scoring horribly for a AAA title. It's just...
By the way, Hogwarts Legacy also had trans lesbian characters, but they weren't shoved in your face and they had a good story. So I just don't understand why people don't get the simple thing of, if you do something good, or if you just do the thing you actually like, or just don't shove it in their faces. Just do the thing you want to do. If it lands, it lands. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's that simple. And no, you don't need to have instantly be the #1 on everything. I mean, I'm doing the same. Even though I get a lot of comments with that my reacting content is, well, quite bullshit and such, but I still got, I would say for me as a total beginner, I mean, I personally learned Butcher, so there is nothing to say. And even though the haters that just think that I'm just doing everything wrong, it's just proven wrong every time people just enjoy my content. And I'm not talking about the ones that actually said, hey, give us more commentary on your side, less reactions. That's actually something I agree with. And this is something I want to slowly go in that actual direction. But I'm just not ready yet for a full going in that direction. I cannot go fully in that direction, and I won't, because reaction is still a chill thing that I just, well, like. It's basically just schlop I like to do that just comes out, and I can be like, yeah, this was fun, this was fine. But still, I'm actually planning on doing right now one commentary at a day. Not a week, but if I do commentary, I want it to be high quality, or relatively the highest quality I can actually give right now, or the thing where I think, yeah, it's fine, but it's just a lot of work. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of research. The editing is a lot of work, even if you do it a bit less. And I am just sick right now I got fine for a while, then got sick again, and I'm just freaking out of my element right now. I'm just basically mad because of the entire situation, especially because the horse CP liker Vosh just wanna react to his video, but not like this. Not react, comment his video, make a commentary around his video, but not like this, not with low energy I can do right now. So yeah. The rent again, well, it is what it is.
It's not a good look, and for a lot of people, they look at this situation with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and they say, yeah, the consequences of your actions. This was a very underwhelming title from Rocksteady, and really it's just the way it is, and no one really feels sorry for them. And hopefully, again, this serves as a...
And by the way, you shouldn't feel sorry. They fucked up. And if someone fucks up, you punish them accordingly. Not too harsh, not too low, accordingly. And this is just the punishment they actually deserve. They made their bed, they lie in it, and it's totally fine. Don't feel sorry for those people. Feel sorry for those fuckers, because the top people, they won't suffer. The bottom people, they will. Feel sorry for them. But the decision makers just, well, they won't give a fuck anyway. So yeah, don't buy it. Then they will plan according to it. Then they will actually hear. But that's the only way how you can actually do stuff like that, or just get any kind of reaction in a positive way. Just ignoring them and not buying their stuff. And that counts for everything. Sorry about that one.
Wake up to what gamers actually want, and maybe they'll start changing things in a positive direction. And that's what a lot of people are saying is happening with Square Enix right now, and if that holds true, we'll have to just wait and see. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, share all your thoughts about today's topics in the...
So, Acolytes, as it is for today, I'm done. I'm going for the next 12 hours round of sleep. So, good night.